All right, super good morning to all of you here. As you can see, I am tuning in from Goa. So hello from Goa. There was such beautiful greenery that I just didn't feel like doing this session from inside the room. There's so many like tall trees and gorgeousness around me. Actually, let me see if I can show you the pool. I'm standing in front of my pool. Yeah, there it is. It's a tiny, cute little pool right in our room. All right, I'm back. Okay, let's see who all are here. Hello. Very good morning to. Let's check who all are here. Divya, Sanjana, Sheetal, Devika, Archit, Kirti, Anuj, Nitika, Digital Pratik, Kavita Gosavi. Good morning. Saubana, sweetheart. I'm Anjana Bean. Sunkranti, Tejal, Mansi, Manvi, Prakriti, Devika, Jajodia 69. You seem to be enjoying a lot. I love traveling. I love holidays. Richa, Amy. All right. So many of you. Hoo-hoo. Nice. Let's get started. Ruchi Naveen is saying Saubana. Yes. Oh, hello. Good morning to Simple and Tampa Leela Wati Tampa. Wow, that's a long name. All right, so congratulations to all the early riser challenge. Let me see who are the winners. If you are here, I'm going to just announce the winners of the early riser challenge. I need to go to the right group. Yes, so it's Puja Ramesh _ Punjab. There's Lakshmi Ravi Shankar and Gayatri Confidence Creator, the Insta Live winners of this week. So let's give a massive round of applause to Puja, Lakshmi and Gayatri. Well done, sweetheart. So proud of you. So what the challenge I want to keep for this week is going to be nature walks. Okay, so at any point in the day, go for a walk in nature and click one picture of a flower, a leaf, a tree, anything that attracts you. Tag me so that we can see that you are connecting with nature. I have been connecting a lot with nature the last 1 week and it has been so fulfilling for me that I'm really keen that all of us just start to connect with nature a lot more. Even a 10 minutes walk will do. So it's not about exercising or making that it's more about getting out of our, concrete jungles and moving into just breathing in the greenness of all the leaves. Yeah, fabulous. The other thing, for those of you who are asking what song was that, this is my latest favorite. It's by Atif Aslam. They have something called Coke Studio. So Coke Studio 14 has been releasing new songs every day for the last 1 week. I love Pakistani singers and their Urdu and just love all of that. So really attractive. So if you haven't heard, Sajan Dasna is the name of the song and it's Coke Studio 14. If you just put Sajan Dasna, Coke Studio 14, very nice. And it's got a little bit of rap. So it's very classical rap mix. So if you like that kind of music, it's really nice. All right, let's get into questions. Neha Bakliwal, girls should know household work like cooking and all before marriage. What's your take on it? So Neha, the idea of gender roles used to be very prominent in our mother's generation because there was a lot of clarity in who is supposed to do. So the man became the provider and the protector. The woman became the family raiser and the household runner. So they were very clear distinctions. But the real truth is that it's not that a man is not capable of running the house or a woman is not capable of providing. At that point of time, for many centuries, the woman was not educated in the same manner as the man and therefore her ability to earn was much lesser. But about 50 years ago, what's happened is that all of us women have also started to get educated and therefore there's no need for these kind of separations or, I love actually earning money and doing what I'm so passionate about, running a business, running a team, having a tribe. This is what makes me come alive, right? Same way, Puneet is superb at running the house. His parents were for 8 years in London and he was the eldest son of the house. So he doesn't have a sister. So he ran the house for almost 8 years without his parents. So he's a pro at ordering food, running the house, keeping it meticulous. He's too good. So for us in our house, my children have never seen gender roles. They don't know mom is supposed to do that because she's a girl, dad is supposed to do that because he's a boy. He thinks, oh, mom runs the house and she provides, dad runs the house and he provides, and that complete khichdi is, I think, so cute. You do what you love to do, and that you don't love to do, between the two of you, delegate that. Find a house manager, find a driver who can do the purchases, find someone who can help you out, ask dadi or nani for help. So what is become very important now, I think, is that we all start to use what we are good at to make contribution to the world, right? Rather than sticking to what was expected of us many years ago. I was just watching this morning Twinkle Khanna and Kareena Kapoor speak about their marriages, their profession and all of that. And both of their husbands are excellent cooks and both of them are very ordinary in cooking. So clearly the world is shifting. We are moving into this new phase. So not a believer of women need to know how to cook, because honestly I don't even know how to switch on the gas. Mind Matter Diaries. Ma'am, I was waiting for the book. I was selected for a copy. Mind Matter Diaries, if you were selected for a copy, then it will be on its way. Just keep your patience, my darling. Just do me a favor. Just DM me and I'll make sure. We have Divya from my office who looks after all the couriering of the books. I'll follow up with her. Thank you for your patience. The Divine Abundance. Hi Puja, I don't know if you remember, but I had come to your beach house to give your friends a tarot reading. Amrita had invited me. Oh wow. I am recollecting something. A very young girl. You're a very young girl. And yes, you were sitting near the pool and you were doing tarot reading for us and you did a fabulous job, Divine Abundance. So nice to see you here. That's fabulous. So good to have you here, darling. And I hope your tarot reading sessions are going brilliant. You were absolutely fantastic of what I can remember. So guys, if anybody wants tarot reading, Divine Abundance is available. Do reach out to her by DMing her. All right, Archit. Ma'am, you're so sweet. Thank you, Archit. God bless you. Heartiest congratulations to the winners. Absolutely. So every week we try our best to find new people to send our book to. My book is not available on Amazon. So for everyone who's been asking, honestly, I haven't opened my office back since COVID. So that's why not available on Amazon. But we do have copies. So if it interests you that you want a copy of our book, not to worry, just DM us and we'll see what we can do. The best way to get my book is to start to post pictures where you tag me in regard to something that I have taught you, told you, asked you to do, any of the challenges. And if you do it 7 days consecutively, definitely you'll win the book. So don't worry at all, yeah? Ijiliza, my dearest Puja, thank you for the biggest surprise today. You are truly God sent for me. God bless you. Oh, thank you so much. How sweet. Yashpur Gowda, my parents advised my husband not to be abusive with me. After that, he and his family wants to be away from my parents, wherein I am the only kid to them. How to solve this issue? So for me, one of the red flags in a relationship is when people who love you start to separate you away from the people you love. Okay, so anybody trying to control me in a manner where they are trying to tell me that because I love you, because I care for you, because you are now mine, you should not be in touch with the people you love. I am sorry. That's never going to be acceptable. So I want you to come up with conversations with your in-laws and your husband to let them know that that option doesn't exist. Just the way you will never leave your parents, or we are living with your parents, or you are connected to your parents, the same way you have to give me that space to, I'm not even going to use the word allow any longer because it's not, he doesn't have to allow you. These are your parents, and it's you to stand up for yourself, you to show courage to be able to do that. So my suggestion to you, the more you let a narcissist control you, the more he's going to. The designer Priyanka, I lost this challenge. No, Nobody lost this challenge, and I'll tell you what we do. We have so many of you posting. So what we tend to do is we make a list of everyone who was consistent. So you must have already been in that list. And then we just pick 3 people randomly, knowing that the next week we'll pick up another 3 and the next week we'll pick up another 3. So you did not lose the challenge, because if you've done the 7 days, that in itself is amazing. You want the book, my dear Priyanka, just write to us, DM us. We'll do whatever we can for you. Okay, sweetheart? So nobody here in my tribe ever loses a challenge. These challenges are just created for fun, for you to just focus on something specific that week. And then next week we'll move to something else which will be more specific. Yes? Megha Kapoor official, what will be your message for aspiring coaches? Lovely question. So Megha, for me, honestly speaking, sweetheart, it is the industry currently that people need to belong to, because mental health challenges are growing tremendously thanks to COVID. Divorce rate is going up. Parenting styles need to be altered because schools are non-existent for some time, or there is a lot of alteration there. Work from home has started to happen. Life has changed, and life doesn't come with a manual. And because of that, if there are coaches right now who can start to guide people on the topics that is their expertise, I think it's a big favor we will do to the world. So my first message to aspiring coaches is, the industry is rocking it. Right now we are on the tip of the iceberg as far as even India is concerned. America already understands coaching quite deeply, but honestly India is just getting into that space. And I can tell you, just by looking at what's happening with me and my colleagues, our tribes are growing by numbers that we had never anticipated. So clearly there's a need, an unmet need in the market. So that's one. Another thing would be, work in the beginning, start to see that your work works. Okay, so don't go straight for money, go for testimonials, success stories. So in the beginning, for about 10 clients, your first 10 clients should be your practice clients. They get you at a cheaper rate, and then eventually, as you start to see that your stuff that you are doing with them is actually making a difference and your confidence starts to raise, that's when I would love for you to also raise your money. I'm all about earning money. I don't have any apologies for doing the good work, like how doctors do the good work but charge. The same I tell coaches, just good work is not enough. You will get burnt out, you will get fatigue. Please make sure that you do the good work but also charge for it. So that's point number 2. And third is, become a lifelong learner. In this industry, you are the product. If you are not signed up for different learnings, it could be, sometimes it could be working on you, sometimes it could be working on your business, sometimes it could be working on your marketing. You're going to need all of that information. So see what it is that you are constantly learning, because if you are not a learner, I don't think a good teacher can be someone who's not a good learner, So that's my 3-step advice for you. Nitika Srivastava, what should be our daily morning routine? Nitika, I have read this beautiful book which my son also just finished 2 days ago. It's called The Miracle Morning, and it's by a man called Hal Elrod. He has this wonderful acronym that I love using called SAVERS. Okay, SAVERS basically stands for S for silence, A for affirmation, V for visualization, E for exercise, R for reading, and S for scribing, like journaling. Okay, so that becomes, you can just Google SAVERS acronym Miracle Morning. You'll get all of this list of 6 things. And when you do these 6 things every morning, you will just fabulously start to see your life unfold in ways that you haven't ever noticed before. I, of course, have a few more added to my SAVERS. Like, I love doing my gratitude. I love lighting the candle. I love sitting and smiling and sipping my tea. So I've added, like, I have SAVERS and then I have 2-3 extra. So see if you also have those 2-3 extra, just add it to SAVERS and you can start to have a great morning routine. A good morning routine grounds you for a solid day. For all the people who come to me and go, Puja, but I'm a procrastinator. But Puja, I'm not able to be motivated by myself. But Puja, I'm just not feeling inspired. All of those things are because you are running into your day headlong. You are not creating space to plan yourself, to write out what are the 5 most important things for the day. What am I going to do? What is the most important out of these 5? By when will I do it? Are you scheduling everything that you're putting in your to-do list? Is it scheduled with a time? 3 to 4 I'll be attending to this work. 5 to 6 I'll be attending to this. When you start to schedule and you start to really have a plan, when you spend 30 minutes every morning with your diary, just notice how much more efficient and productive you will become. Lakshmi, I also did tag you for the early risers. I hope I win next time. Lakshmi, you didn't? I thought someone did. Let me check who won. Lakshmi Ravi Shankar, you're very much is as a winner. Congratulations, my sweetheart. If you are Lakshmi Ravi Shankar, if you're AR Lakshmi 15, okay, then it could be. See, now I'll tell you how we do this, okay? We take all the people who've done the 7-day challenge and then we choose 3 people out of it, okay? That's how the challenges work. So if you did the challenge, massive congratulations. Just because you didn't win the lottery doesn't mean you did not buy the ticket. So you were totally and completely eligible to win. So first, let's take a moment and really give a round of applause to each and every one of you who's here, who actually did the challenge. I am so super proud. Go do the nature walk this week and don't do it to win. Okay, actually, maybe from next week I may not even announce the winners, because I don't want this to become about the winning. I want this to be about the action, the process. Here the result doesn't matter. One book is not going to make any difference to you. I want you to focus on the fact that actually 7 days you woke up earlier. Actually for 7 days you read a page in a book. Actually for 7 days you connected with nature and noticed the flowers in your street or in your area. To me, that is important. The rest is all just to encourage all of you, yeah? Nitin Gupta, how can I handle wife's demands? Nitin, what a cute question, firstly. How can I handle my wife's demand? Nitin, one of my favorite ways of communicating in my relationship is by creating barter. There are things you need, there are things she needs, right? So in a relationship, when the other person feels like there's no way they can get something, one of the things they do is they shut down. So how can these demands be bartered? So for example, let's say you love for her to keep the room and sofa clean. You don't want any clothes on the sofa. And she wants you to take her out for dinner every Wednesday. I'm just giving some random example, right? So you can tell her that, you know what, if you keep the sofa clean for the whole week, then definitely I'll take you out for Wednesday dinner, right? Now maybe it is something much bigger than a Wednesday dinner. Then you can keep something bigger. For example, if for the next 3 months, we do this, then I can give you that. So that way what happens is everyone's deservability in life becomes higher. I don't like to give my children things just because they asked for it. I always tell them, I say, what is it that you can do to earn this? You will love receiving the PS4 so much more if you can do. And for me, it's never how big the task is. It's always about consistency, which means delayed gratification. What is delayed gratification? It should not be an exchange of something. It should be an exchange of some consistent habit. So I'll tell my children, if for the next 90 days you can brush your teeth at night, or if you can, for 90 days not eat junk food, or for 90 days study at this point of time, when they were younger, of course, then I will be able to do this for you. So, the kind of barters that where I can stop screaming at them and they are working towards something that's exciting them, and life is becoming more and more attractive thanks to them knowing that it is possible. It's not going to be possible just because mom wants to or doesn't want to, or the person sitting in authority, but it's going to be possible because you can earn it. And when you make people earn their things, they look after their things so much better. Puja Sinha, hi ma'am, I'm not able to conceive a baby. 3 years of my marriage, doctor said all. So Puja, you're not the only one, sweetheart. Right now in this world, this is becoming a new pandemic. The new pandemic is that women are not getting pregnant now, whether that is because of the men's issue or it is a woman's issue. The problem is that people are not getting pregnant fast, and that's I believe that there's a lot to do with lifestyle, there's a lot to do with mindset. Both are playing a major role. Apart from, of course, all the scientific science behind it of biology and chemistry and hormones and everything, I would love for you to start to keep yourself a lot more calmer. I would love for you to start to work on your vision board, see if you can create a, the thing is sometimes we get so attached to the idea of wanting to become mom that I feel like we are so deeply attached that we are not able to bring that or manifest it into our life because the attachment is greater than the desire. So you want to let go of that attachment. You want to start to go, okay, I'm going to try IVF once, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to go for adoption. And if that, so I want you to have backup plans and backup plans, because when you have backup plans, that means you're not attached to the idea. Okay, sweetheart? So see how you can open yourself up. Surbhi Khanna Kurana. I watched that video too. I don't know in which video you're referring to, but fabulous. Shilpa Dhoot. How to switch to a new good habit and sacrifice the old habit in the same time. Talking about leaving serials and watching news and other informative programs. Sure, Shilpa. So I think the best thing to do sometimes is to delete from where it is that is the source of you watching your serials. So let's say you're watching serials on Netflix. My recommendation, remove Netflix from all your devices for a month. Okay. Now, what is it that you want to start watching? Let's say you want to start watching informative programs. Now, add those to your, currently I'm a part of a few courses where there's a lot of bonuses they've given us. I need to watch them. So every morning I've said till 8 a.m. I'm only going to be spending time in my learning hours. And after 8 a.m. I will move into consumption. So consumption is where you have zero benefit of watching something apart from getting rest and relaxed. Creative is where you are pulling into your life good information that later on you can use in your journey, either for yourself, your clients, your life, whatever that works. So till some time, keep your morning very clean. Let's say by till lunch, you can keep your morning very clean. I do feel that, watching serials, there's nothing wrong with it till the time you're not overdoing it. So some people like just for an hour a day to take a break, to relax their mind, they watch it, no problem. But if you're getting addictive and you're going binge watching very often, then you have a problem and you want to start to detox yourself. And sometimes detox needs a hard blow. Yeah? Vani Ravindran, my husband is always criticizing you should keep your home neat, you should cook, it's a woman's duty. How should I handle it? Vani, again, barter is a great conversation to have, that just the way I have my duties, you have yours. Let's see if you're fulfilling your duties. I would love to fulfill my duties. Maybe you need more help. Maybe you're not being able to manage it by yourself. Like I remember a time when I asked my husband that, I need a second staff. One staff goes off on a holiday and I have to do all the work. It's not possible. I need that second person in the house so that if one goes, I can use the other. So like that, you have to see what are your needs. Do you need a part-time person to come in to do the cleaning? Do you need some sort of, part-time cook? I don't know what it is you need. Make a list and then start to ask him, okay, if I get this done, can I get this? If I get this done, can I get this? And when you start to have those kind of conversations, it becomes so much more easier to give and take whatever it is your relationship requires, so that there are no unmet needs. Unmet needs in the relationship frustrate each person. Yeah? So work on this if you can. All right, it's going to become 10:30. Today's session is going to be just half an hour long. I know it's a little short. I agree, but as you know, today is my last day in Goa and I'm going to be going and chilling on the beach. So don't worry. Next Wednesday, I'll make sure I keep it a full, nice 1 hour. Yeah? Let's take one last question right at the bottom and then I'll run. Super. Vanita, ma'am, I'm not doing anything consistently, feeling so busy every time, so much work to do. Thoughts have been exhausting me a lot. Please tell me how to become consistent in anything that I start. Vanita, remember, consistency is a muscle. And a lot of us, what we tend to do is, it's like you go into the gym and say, either I'm going to lift all the weights or I'm not going to lift any weight. it's not going to work, right? So what do? You go into the gym and you pick up the 2 kilo dumbbell, and in the first week you do 2 kilos of dumbbell. Then in the second week you raise it to 4 kilos. Then in the third week you raise it to 8 kilos. And very slowly and gradually you build your muscle. Correct? Am I right in saying that? I want you to treat your consistency muscle in the same manner. What do I mean when I say this? I want you to start to look at what's that one thing that I can do. Not the many things that you can't do, but the one thing that I can do. Okay, I can start to wake up early every day. That I can do. Okay? And start just with that. You're not allowed to attach a second habit to this. Okay? And then I want you to move to the following week and go, okay, now that I'm waking up early every morning, I'm going to spend 3 minutes in meditation every morning. So you're waking up and you're doing 3 minutes of meditation. Just 2 activities. Just 2. And these 2 you're not doing for the activity itself, but to build your consistency muscle. And slowly and steadily, a time will come where your mind, if you haven't done it, for example, if I haven't done my gratitude, the whole day my mind is nagging. We are on a lovely holiday. Actually, I can see where my husband is sitting far away in the coffee shop. And he hasn't missed a single day of gym, even though he's on a holiday. And some people will be like, wow, he's so disciplined and so motivated. But for him, his day doesn't start if he doesn't do at least 20 minutes of body movement of some sort, whether it's running on the beach or going to the gym. And it's so fabulous that it's so ingrained into him now that he just doesn't know any other way of being. The same way, if I don't do my morning routine, I don't know any other way of being, because over the years, we have worked so hard on our consistency muscle. So today onwards, don't look at it as activities. Start to look at your consistency muscle, and maybe what you can do is take some clay. Okay, sardo I'm saying. Take some dough. This can be clay dough from a toy shop. This can be atta from the kitchen. And make one small little ball. And if you do 1 week of consistency, I want you to add 1 more layer to the ball. And then 1 more layer to the ball, and 1 more layer to the ball. And I want it to go from golf size ball or a pea to a golf size ball, a golf size ball to a tennis ball to maybe someday you have so many different habits layered in that you may be just sitting on a melon or a watermelon for all you know, or a football or whatever. Yeah. So start to do it like a game. We started to take life so seriously and we beat ourselves up for not doing things. I want you to start to reward yourself for doing things. So every time you complete 7 days of any consistency, you are allowed to add 1 more layer to your ball, right? And just keep making your ball bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger till a point comes where you don't need a ball to depend on to be consistent, because that's just who you are naturally. Okay, the reason I'm giving you such a long answer is because I want to make sure that everyone here who's struggling with their consistency, who's struggling with discipline, who's struggling with commitment, focus, concentration, if these are things you've often been speaking about, start to chunk them down. I love this. There's a success principle in Jack Canfield's book. It's called chunk it down. Chunk it down basically means when we see a lot to be done, we get overwhelmed and we don't know where to start. So we land up making the decision not to start because we don't know where to start. Okay. Next time when you get overwhelmed, I want you to move into action, which means look at the list of things you need to do and find which is the easiest in this list. And then put E in front of all the easies and just do the easies. Day 1, do the easies. Day 2, do the mediums. My day 3, maybe you can attempt one hard if you feel you're ready. And very slowly, like I always say, like a tortoise, I want you to build momentum slowly. And one day people are going to go, wow, how do you manage all of this? And maybe you will be giving them the same advice that I'm giving you today. Hai na? Possible, no, Vanita? All the very best, my sweetheart. I'm sure you'll make it, okay? All right, I'm going to close now. Thank you so much for all of you who came. A very, very lovely, gorgeous day in Goa. I'm going to go enjoy by the pool, put on some music, maybe put some pictures in the story. And I really hope that all of you here are wanting to win the book. And if you're wanting to win the book, my suggestion, quickly take a picture. I'm posing for you. Take a picture. Got it? And now, what was your biggest takeaway from today? Whatever that was, what's the one thing you're going to do differently in your life because you came? Just put that, tag me, I'll share it in my story, and very soon, in a week or 2 or maximum 3, you just stay consistent, you are going to win yourself my book. Remember, it's not available anywhere else. The only way to get it is by DMing us or by winning it through your challenges. So just post. Actually, let me do this. Today, all of you who post my picture along with your biggest takeaway, I'm going to try my best to send it to all of you, my book. Okay, so it's a great opportunity. Go for it, sweetheart. If I share it in my story, means you are going to be receiving a book, right? And of course, the challenge for the week is going to be nature walks. So go around, walk in nature, listen to the sounds of the birds, notice the clouds, notice the stars at night, notice the trees, notice the different colors of flowers around you. Just start to reconnect, because one of the things they've realized is that when we keep looking at our phone, when we only focus on things close to us, our brain goes into stress. When we start to look 20 to 30 feet away, every 2-3 hours, try to look 20 to 30 feet away at the horizon, go to the terrace, look at things at a distance, our mind starts to relax. So you want to relax your mind, just start to have a larger vision in terms of every 2-3 hours, look outside the window, look at the furthest point you can, and that will start to give you a different energy, because the minute our eyes dilate to be able to see far, it's a different chemical and signal that goes into our brain. Yeah? Fabulous. Today is 2/2/22. Yes, today is 2/2/22. It's actually my father-in-law's death anniversary today. I wish him all the peace. I know he's around us, always watching us. What a fabulous man he was. If we were home, we would have been doing the Havan, but now that we are in Goa, we will celebrate him here. All right, bye everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Take care.